Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
The light looks nice there. Is it clearing up a little bit?
No, it's still raining.
Still raining?
Kind of. It's a little wet.
Oh. So tell me about your books. You went and got your books. Let me hear about your books.
Okay, so my birthday was just a little while, a couple days ago. And oh, yeah. I got braces too.
They look fabulous, Skye.
Thank you.
You can't hardly
And
even see them because they're
yeah,
clear, right?
but in about a month, I'll get my bottom ones on and my colors on. She said that the colors will make them more,
Colored rubber bands.
yeah, the color rubber bands around the brackets will make them more visible.
Yeah.
For my birthday, I got 7 books, and 3 of them are from my uncle, and 4 of them are from my dad. So
Okay.
let's see what my uncle got me. Well, no, hold on. My dad got me 5 of them, and my uncle got me 2 of them.
Okay.
So this is my uncle got me, and it's called 6 Degrees of Separation.
Put it in front of your face so it's in the middle. There you go. Okay.
And
What's that about?
and it's really about government and the ways that everything is separated into certain categories and how power is distributed, and it's a really nice way to learn about the United States government and the way that things are separated out. So that's
That's
that
cool.
one. And
That
then
sounds cool.
another one my uncle got me is called All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Dower, I think.
Oh. What is
And
that about?
it's about a blind girl who lives in Paris right in the middle of World War II.
Oh my goodness.
And she meets a boy, and she basically is trying to escape with her father, and it's just her and her father, and she ends up falling in love with this boy.
Mm.
And so,
Boys are
yeah.
trouble. You know that. I think you're going to find that out when you read that book.
Yes, probably.
Probably
Okay,
better off just staying away from those boys.
and then I'll tell you about Mom saying one more.
Okay.
And this one in the current reading of, and my dad got me this one, it's called Looking for Alaska. And
Oh,
it's by
wow.
a really, really good author called John Green. And he actually makes high school social studies videos.
Ah.
And this is actually about a boy whose father went to this boarding school in Alabama. He's about to go there too. And he loves this thing that he calls the Great Perhaps. It's like the great destiny, basically, what your destiny is. And he's saying that he's going to find that at this school, and there's a young girl named Alaska Young, and she has the same ethic as him, and they ended up falling in love too. So, but
Mm.
I'm still in the beginning of the book, so.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to give us a book report update next time.
Hey,
It's always good to see you, Skye. Love you. Miss you.
love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
She's so cute, Aim.
Hello.
Hello.
I got my glasses back
Oh,
because after a week of wearing them, and you get new glasses and you say, God, they're kind of funky and it's sort of hard to see. But don't be a baby. Don't call them every day and say it's not right. So here I'm hanging in the best I can with these glasses. Then somebody at work, one of the girls at work says, let me try the glasses on. And she went, oh gosh, Amy, Lord, you must have really eyes that are off from each other. I said, no, I don't think. So I put them on and I closed this eye. Everything was blurry through my right eye. Then it started me get thinking. I was like thinking, self, maybe we need to go back there, which I did.
aren't you glad you did?
I'm glad I did. I should have been a baby from the beginning and said something's not right, but I didn't. And it was funny because the manager is the one that helped me when I went back. And he said, he was looking in the computer. He says, hold on, let me pull up your paper chart. And I knew it. I knew it being around doctors all my career. I thought I knew it. I bet you they couldn't read that girl's, the optometrist.
Handwriting.
And it was supposed to be +7.5, and they thought it said +175.
Oh,
It
no.
was way too strong. So then I had to wait another 7 to 10 days and get my sunglasses corrected, which I didn't have for the beach a couple weeks ago. I was mad about that. But anyway, when I went back and put them on, I went, oh my gosh, it's really nice to be able to see through the glasses that were as expensive as they were.
I think they look great on you. I like them.
Thank you. And you can see how tan I got.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I grabbed something to put on knitted. Of course, I had to put on this all mohair knitted wrap.
Are you going to start sweating?
I'm already dying. You're gonna have to get my fan for me, Skye. Yes, but get me my fan.
We can take a break if you need to change.
I have to change. But everyone's gonna ask, what's the pattern? Okay, so this is way back when I knew nothing about knitting, but I wanted to knit all the things and just make up things as I went. Sorry, hold on a minute while I have a hot flash. And of course, Mom always said that I'm the bravest novice knitter because I didn't know the rules of knitting. So I just got out some big needles. I didn't even know what they were, maybe 10, 11, 12. And I said, oh, this mohair is really fuzzy. I'm just gonna knit a big rectangle and see what happens. So that's exactly what I did. I knit. I think did I marl? Yeah, I did. Like I started out with like lavender, and then I marled that with a blue and marled that into another, which marled into the green, which marled into the red. I didn't even know that was called marling, but I just did it.
You were holding two together?
No, I guess it wasn't marling. It's only one. It was only one strand.
It's just striping.
It's not marling. Striping. Okay, so, and then I would do like a pearl, a garter ridge now and then. And so I had this long rectangle. So did you see what I did? I just sewed it up. I don't even know how I sewed it up. I sewed it up here and I sewed it up here. And I'm telling you what, it's the warmest little wrappy thing.
And it looks cute.
I actually had this, I took this to Gatlinburg 5 years ago. We're having our 5-year anniversary in another week or so. And I had some of the informal pictures from our wedding after they made with this wrap on.
I remember that.
Anyway.
You want me to talk about what I'm wearing?
Let's talk about what you're wearing. Well, let's first talk about the date.
Okay. Today is Sunday, October 13th, 2019.
2019. It's been about since August. It was Labor Day weekend when you came here. Maybe a month ago.
Yeah, I guess it was right before Labor Day, huh?
I had a staycation. Yep. And when did you cast that on?
I cast this on when we were in the airport on the way to EYF.
We were so excited. Okay, we're starting this 2-week sisters trip journey of a lifetime. And she flew to Atlanta. I met her. We got over on the little shuttle that took us forever to get over to the international terminal. We finally had a drink. It was like 10 in the morning. And Debbie's like, it's too early to drink. I said, it is not too early to drink. So we got a drink. It was before lunchtime, I'm sure it was. And we sat down and we were all settled. And we had a little time before we got on the plane. And you said, okay, time to cast on. And of course, it's a tubular cast on. Hold on a second. Hey, Skye, can you turn the TV off? It came off pause. Thank you. And I think I actually back on my Instagram feed, I think I took a little video of you doing the tubular cast on. So it's been this March of 2020 will be 2 years.
I know.
Since you cast that on.
I don't know. It went in the bag and I picked it up now and then, but I can't believe I didn't knit it sooner because I love this pattern, you guys. It is so cute. And I'll tell you a little bit about the modification. I only did really one modification And now looking back, I'm kind of wishing I hadn't done the modification, or I'm thinking that maybe I didn't need to do the modification, which is oftentimes the case. You think you know more than the designer, and of
or
course.
anybody else knits, of course. Yes.
So this is called the V-back tee, and I'm actually wearing it with the V in the front. You can wear it either way. It's reversible. And the yarn is Hue Loco Finch. And look at how cute it is.
Blocked out so nicely.
I know,
Debbie.
it's
And
so...
you didn't even have any boob bubbles on the side like I had with one of my.
No, look at the
do
back.
there.
I don't know if you can see.
So it's just basically squat down just a little bit so we can see the top of it. So it's just a little slightly scooped neck that you can wear in the front or the back.
Yeah.
But of course, V-necks look best on our body type, I think.
Yeah.
It's so cute, and it's supposed to be short sleeve.
Yes.
It's a tee.
You can do it long sleeve if you just keep knitting, but the pattern is just short sleeve. It's a little t-shirt kind of thing. And you know, my arms are a little bit bigger than the standard size that usually comes with the pattern. So I always feel like I have to cast on more stitches or end up with more stitches for the sleeves. And with the way this is constructed, I don't know. I ended up making it so I had more stitches on the sleeve. And now you can kind of see how it's kind of bunchy right here? I'm thinking that if I hadn't done that, maybe that bunchiness wouldn't be there.
Well, okay. So I would much and just stay like that and it'll be perfect. Just walk around like the perfect. Whatever.
So
because clothes have a little bit of gathering there. I'd rather have that than it be way up in my. There's no way I would sit in my closet. I'd never wear it.
I don't think it would be. It wouldn't be shorter where the armhole is. It would just not have as much fabric, maybe right here.
Oh, gotcha. Where did you pick up? You can't even see, Debbie.
No, it's like a yoke. You increase all the way around, and and there's a point at which, because you're creating this increase on either side of the V right here, you have an increase on either side of the V. When you get down to the sides, you decrease on the sides so that, well, I'm not going to give away the pattern. It's a paid for pattern, but anyway.
It's brilliant.
It's brilliant, and it's very easy. It's very easy to knit, and there are portions of the pattern where you're just like knitting, just stockinette knitting with a couple little increase, decrease here, and it's very easy. Then you get down to the side down here, and you do some short rows. See where that kind of makes a V right there in the colors?
Yes.
So you're doing some short rows there, and then you fill in the back down like that.
It looks really great. And you kind of went through a yellow phase because there's a lot of things that you were casting on yellow, and you really can wear that color.
I can wear yellow, you think?
Yes, because your skin tone is that tan, olive, and you have dark hair. I think yellow is something. Mom always could wear yellow too. She's one of those few people that can wear yellow. I don't know. I don't think everybody can wear yellow.
So as soon as I finished this, I started planning my second one.
I saw that. So was it written as a fade? How was it written? As a scrappy?
Striped.
Oh, striped.
Well, okay. No, not striped. I guess it was written as a fade, and her fade sequence, she actually brings the third color and pops it up in where you fade your first two colors together to kind of
looks like it.
Have some cohesiveness. Yeah. Now, Aim, it looks like your video has frozen.
Platisma.
Does it look like it's...
No, everything's fine on my end. So let's just pretend it's not. We'll put our head in the sand and keep going, just like we should.
So let me show you what I did yesterday as far as knitting goes. She may end up being frozen, and I may end up... And it looks like I'm frozen as well.
Put her back. It always seems podcast. It's storming in Georgia. We have not had rain in probably a month plus. And we're supposed to do today of all days.
Oh, Amy, I'm so frustrated.
Can you hear me at least?
I can hear you, but the video is all frozen. It's still frozen when I look down on the recording.
So you just keep on. It'll be back. It'll be fine. Keep going. I said keep going.
You said keep going, but it's not going.
No, you keep going. Keep talking and showing what you're doing.
I know, but it's not recording anything.
Oh, it stops recording when it does that?
Well, the video is just frozen. Let me stop the recording and try again.
Gotta love Georgia weather. It doesn't rain months, but the day it does, it's podcast day. Oh, let's do this. Should we get off our internet? Would that help?
I don't know. It might. Okay, so I'm going to show. Should I show my colors or should I just show my knitting? I'm just going to show my knitting so far. I knit on this all day yesterday, you guys. I cast on.
I'll do this. I'll go on Instagram and I'll pull up your feed so that I can show them your posts. What are you doing? Why are you choking?
I'm getting over kind of a cold. Now I'm having a cough attack. So I have what's called a Color Riot Hue Loco mini set.
Can you see that, Debbie?
Yes, it looks good. So I started with the purple, and this is 2.5 colors. This is the purple, a blue, and then like a lighter, more greeny blue. And
it looks like the yarn was. Did it take a long time to tubular cast on, or once?
No, not at all. It's pretty fast. Yeah, she has a video that she has linked right in the pattern, and it's great. It's not hard at all. Isn't that pretty?
You didn't try to have to straighten them at all?
No, I didn't blend them at all. I just picked up the next color and started knitting.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And it has this beautiful, okay, so I'm finishing up this color. This color's next. And then I numbered them. Then it gets to be like a green, then a yellowy. See, she has this like pinky orange that's speckled throughout. And it really, these are the other colors.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be so pretty.
And then if I need more, which I probably will, because I think my first one took just over, probably about 2.5 skeins. This will be at the bottom. And this will be next to, this will be next to this one, which is, I mean, perfect.
Yes.
And this is a Berimbula.
Hi, Vicki, if you're out there somewhere.
So I highly recommend the pattern. Jamie Hoffman, Natasophy Designs, and it's called the V-Back Tee. Go out and get it. It's fabulous. And I'm keeping it in.
Okay, so let's talk about Darlene.
My awesome granny bag.
Yes, Bags by Awesome Granny. We are doing a giveaway that's going to keep running for anybody who wants to be part of the Bags by Awesome Granny Club or already is and doesn't know it. If you own a bag by Bags by Awesome Granny, all you have to do is post on Instagram the bag and whatever else in the picture, but you use the hashtag BBAG Club, CLUB, Bags by Awesome Granny Club, and you can win a prize if we pull your name. You get yours?
No, not yet.
Get yours Monday. Guess what I got? I got mine.
I know, I saw you posted it. It looks so cute. Let me see it.
She wanted to gift me and Debbie her big bag. She's got, now her bags are already.
Isn't it not this size?
No, ma'am. Excuse me while it takes up the entire stash of mine.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow, that's a big bag. Holy cow.
It is the length of my arm, from my wrist to my armpit.
Oh my gosh, that's huge.
Huge bag.
And that would be perfect for a blanket project.
Yes. If you're it's perfect for a blanket project. Speaking of,
Speaking of,
okay, so so Bags by Awesome Granny, BBAGCLUB with a
thank you,
hash.
Darlene.
Thank you, Darlene. And while we're talking about it,
And just so you know, the prizes are coming from Amy and my prize packages that we put together. It's not another Bags by Awesome Granny bag.
you may get another one by her.
Well, you may actually. That's true because she has given us several.
Is way on the generous side. Okay, so we have a little scattering of. Okay, so other than what I posted and what you posted, we have 1, 2, 3. No, sorry, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. I posted it all week. 5 people that are in this first giveaway. Skylin, pick a number between 1 and 5, and 1 and 5 can be one of the numbers you pick.
How do you know? How do you know there's 5?
Because I went to the hashtag.
Hang on a second. Let me do the same. B Bag Club.
B Bag Club.
I say it says there that there's 18 posts.
Now, why am I only showing 9 pictures, and 4 of them are ours?
I don't know. Your Instagram's not getting them all.
That's not right. Hang on a second. How many do you have?
How are we going to? This is going to get to be a lot of people. How are we going to be able to count?
Because you just count. 1, 2, 3.
Why don't we just look at the picture and just pick a picture and then?
Why are you getting so many pictures? These are the only pictures that I have on mine.
I have all of these.
Well, I know I put in hashtag. Is that what you did? When you search Instagram, you put hashtag #BBagClub.
And go to tags. Search hashtags.
Tags? Oh, tags. There are so many things about Instagram I don't know. Like, I hardly even know how to put up a story. Isn't that horrible? Okay, now, even when I search under tags, B-Bag Club, I only have 9 showing. Oh, wait a minute, time out. Yeah, 9. Why is that?
I don't know. That's really weird.
I guess Debbie will be doing the pulling of the prizes. Not prizes, but of the winner. So how many do you have? And I've put up...
I don't want to do it by number because then we got to count. What if there's 120 in there? I'm not counting 120. My life is too short.
Okay, so close your eyes and put your finger on one.
Right.
Okay, well, what are you waiting for now? Hello?
Nora Liar Brown.
Where's my secretary's pen? Seriously? Does she not come prepared for these things? Nora Liar LeBrown. Skye, throw me a pen because never mind. Got one. Hold on just one momento.
She must have gone back and tagged her other pictures because this says December 4th, 2017. Do we want to do something recent or no?
No. That's one smart chick right there. I'll tell you what.
Heck yeah.
NORALYERA
LA Brown.
Lyra LeBrown. Okay. Congratulations, Nora.
Yay.
To a DM. And we'll be getting something interesting out to you. See,
send us are you going to send her a direct message to get her address?
Yeah. Just in case she doesn't see the podcast.
Okay.
Or about a podcast. Thank you, Darlene.
Thank you, Darlene.
Now you chose the bag with the little snowmen and the Santas on the motorcycle. You guys have to go to her shop. She has got the cutest.
Did you see the latest one she just posted? She has Christmas guinea pigs. They are the cutest thing ever.
Owls too, isn't it? Is it square owl? Christmas guinea pigs. There you go. I've got I must have a half a dozen of her bags.
I know. She's
They're
so great.
so well made, and you can drag them through the mud, and they still just.
But don't do that.
No, don't drag them through the mud. You can
No.
wash them if you like.
Do
Okay,
you
so
have any FOs?
I do. I've kind of been on this DK. I know this DK sock. Okay, so show that closer because I every time I do a shorty, I say I'm going to do a little bit of ribbing behind the heel.
It's not ribbing.
It's slip stitches.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
The slip stitches pull it together. Ribbing makes it stretchy.
Okay, slip stitches. That's what I need is slip stitches. Pull together.
So this
Pull
is
together.
my
Hawaii socks.
Hawaii socks. They are knit in hedgehog fibers. It was a club colorway when I was part of their club there for a while. And it's called Float. And I haven't even blocked them. I just threw them on the blockers. But look at how pretty they are.
Okay.
Look at the speckling. It's very even, isn't it?
I think I had float, and I think I gave them away in a giveaway. I don't know. Hedgehog. Okay, hedgehog fibers. Gorgeous, stunning colorways.
I know that they're a little bit splitty to knit with, but let me tell you, the finished fabric in the sock is really nice and soft.
Okay. So you have to get through the splitty thin.
Yes, I love them.
And some people. Okay, so when you get down, you do your own little. Don't ever knit Debbie anything for her feet as a surprise because they probably won't fit. Note to self.
Okay. I have a very high instep. The distance around, like from the, this part, around this part is probably like, I'm not kidding. I think I measured it and I think it's over 10 inches. I'm not kidding you.
It's bigger than around your neck.
Yes, probably.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna find a measuring tape and I'm gonna tell you how much it is around, and I'm gonna compare it to my neck. No lie. Go ahead, you can keep talking.
I wish I had a measuring tape so I could do the same, but I won't bore you. Danny Little Bobbins enabled me a long time ago to start knitting these little DK shorties, because who doesn't want a project that you can get done with in a day and a half for your feet? Okay, Skye. Skye's my secretary. Hold on, we're measuring. Debbie. Okay, first, but your instep from the back of your heel along the top is how many inches?
12 1/4.
Mine is 12 2/8.
That's 12 1/4.
Hardly.
Yes, it is. It's 12 1/4.
I mean, 12 2/16. Almost 12 1/4.
My neck is a little bit bigger. My neck's like...
With or without a platysma?
Without. My neck's like 14, I think.
Your neck?
14.
Yeah.
It's not. You can't even see.
It's 13 and a half.
13 and a half. I have a little skinny neck compared to you.
Can you believe that? Around that part of my foot is 12. And around the regular part of my foot, like where the ball of your foot is.
Yes.
Is only 8 3/4. So how is that supposed to
body parts? Measuring body parts podcast. Mine is Debbie. Mine's 9. Why don't my socks fit? What's wrong? Right here, I'm thinking you have gigantic feet. You don't have gigantic feet. Your feet are like mine. I'll tell you what the difference is.
What?
I'm a loose knitter, and I don't like my socks snugging my feet too tightly.
Use a size 2.
I use a size 2. Okay, but we're talking about DK shorties now. So
sorry.
So I use a 4 with 48 stitches. I found these at the little Myrtle Beach shop called Knit and Pearl because I finished my other ones on the way there or the next day, and I needed something to take to the beach. So I'm doing some shorties for some of my favorite people that I work with for Christmas. So there's one pair.
Those
Here's
are cute.
Here's the pair I finished for my patient who always has freezing cold feet. This
Oh,
is
those
the
are
yarn
pretty.
gift me years and years ago. But I'm thinking about sticking them on the stove with some citric acid because I think it's Malabrigo, and I don't want him walking around and then turning his carpet green. That would be very bad. He would never have me back as his PT again. And here's another, and it was so funny that these ended up being both yarns that I dyed.
Oh, cute.
This and this. Yeah. So.
And what size are you making them?
What do you mean? How long? Okay, so like this is for the girl that has a 7.5 to 8 foot.
I was gonna say they look really small.
And this is a girl that has a size 9 because it fits me perfectly. And this guy has a size 10 men's. And that's
did you increase the number of stitches on the men's, or
oh, yeah.
did?
Well, you know what's funny? What did I do? Yes, I did 52 stitches for the men's sock. Hold on a second.
And you know, socks are a lot more forgiving than we think. You don't really have to change the size all that much, and it can fit a variety of sizes of feet. I found those other socks I knit, you know, with that little pearl bump design on them, was the Grocery Girls colorway. Luke has a friend that I think she was half teasing, she was half serious. She says, "I want a pair of socks from your mom," and he's like, "Okay," and so he just took a pair of socks in that I had just finished. I said, "Well, you can let her try those and see if they fit her." She put them on, they fit her. I don't know what size feet she has, but they probably don't fit exactly the way a custom pair would fit, but they fit good enough, and so she just kept them.
Can we hold on just one moment?
Of course. What's up?
Okay, put pause. Okay,
Amy had to take a personal hot flash moment again. Find her fan.
Slowly dissipating. So anyway, everybody's gauge is a little different, but I used US 4, 48 stitches, and they knit in a flash because they're DK. But try is sort of like finding your recipe all over again because it is, you know, now a different weight yarn. But they're of course, who said something? They said, well, it's going to fit in your shoe different. I'm thinking, oh no, these aren't for shoes. These are like house socks, almost like house slippers, just to wear. You get home from work and it's in the fall or the winter and you just want to put a little shorties on. It's exactly what they're made for. So yeah, that's that.
Okay. Do you have any other FOs?
I do. And it's my wrap, my new design, my collaboration with Lori from Arkansas Yarn Company. And she dyed this incredible colorway that I named Destination Malvern. Brain's gone. And it's sort of between a coral and a paprika. All about the orange because I'm doing a couple things that are orangish. But she thinks, and we talked personally, and she thinks I should call it like the Be Kind shawl or something like that. But her place is in Malvern, Arkansas, and it's about the collaboration with her and me. And so I wanted it to be something Malvern-y. And a lot of people, and you even commented, oh, you really liked Fall into Malvern or something like that. So I don't know. We still
Falling for Malvern.
Falling for Malvern. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just
Oh, it's so pretty, Aim. I love it.
So, of course, you have these little leaf motifs that march up the side.
Uh-huh.
And you have these slip stitches where just wherever you want.
So the bobbles are random?
Random.
I love it.
Random bobbles.
You think people are going to be able to handle the random?
I don't know.
They're going to have to figure it out.
They're going to say, and as you go, you're like, okay, I'm starting a new row. Okay, where? And that's what I did. I said, okay, well, there's not one on this one. Okay, so I'm not going to do one on that one for a little while. It's part of the fun.
That's cool.
And what I'm doing is I'm going to write the pattern where you actually swatch the motif.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can, so even for somebody who's a fairly new beginner, if you can swatch the motif, then you'll be able to knit the pattern.
Yeah.
So
Very pretty, Aim.
I want to have it come out by Thanksgiving, but I also have 20 plus hours of continuing education that I have to get done so I can renew my license before the end of the year.
Yeah.
So, you know.
People are testing the mystery knit along right now.
Yay,
So that's exciting. Yeah. And I feel so bad. One of the testers, I had a mistake in the pattern that was a mistake for all wrong side rows, and she didn't catch it, and I didn't realize. And so hers is going to look very different, at least through one of the sections.
Yeah, but that sometimes can create.
Yeah.
Could make an option.
Yeah, she likes the way it looks, and I'm sure it looks great too. But it obviously it wasn't. It was my fault. But one of the other testers.
This is why we have things test knit.
Yes, it is. It is.
So
that's going good.
Look what I got back. Look what I have another FO.
Oh my gosh, she finally finished it. Needs to be blocked.
Not me. Mama did.
I know.
Well, they don't know that, but now they do know because I said, I never finished a random act of color with Anzula. Never mind. Don't yell at me, everybody. I know. So I sent it back with Debbie, and within a week or less, Mom finished it for me, and she was trying to block it, and then I said, just roll it. Don't worry about it. But look, happy. See, more orange.
I know.
That's run.
You need to block that. You'll like wearing that this fall.
Yes, I think I will. Thank you, Mom, for finishing my random act of color. She had a question about she had a question pattern, and I sent to her what I had printed out, but I said to her, I don't think this was the final wrap.
She told me that. She's like, she's getting whatever she sent me because I can't make up a pattern that I don't have.
But she can knit a sweater just out of the blue off the top of her head. She can do that.
Yeah.
Who does that? Mom does that.
And Dag does that too.
Yes, and Dag. I wanted to show a couple things. My local yarn store, Revival Yarns, did some remodeling this summer. I don't know if did I show this on the last? I showed this combination on our last podcast.
Did you have it when I was there?
Yes, I think I did.
Did you buy it when I came? I don't think you did.
Big Skye. Everybody knows Big Skye. Remember we met her at the
Stitches.
Stitches, yeah. But this is her slapstick. It's DK. Look how pretty. And then I got some Malabrigo in Pearl 10.
What are you going to make with that?
I don't know. Maybe some socks. DK socks. I was thinking maybe a hat. Because Brooke saw these colors and she said they were really pretty.
Oh, that'd be pretty.
I wanted to show and I got, where did I get this? Oh, Arco Iris. I got this at the Myrtle Beach shop, along with this other but this is a DK.
You're really into DK lately.
I know. I realized I don't like have any DK.
I don't have any. I don't think I have any. I may have some leftovers just from a previous sweater, but I don't hardly ever knit. It's too hot. Fingering is good enough for me. Fingering or sport.
I wanted to show you something else that a sweet, sweet dyer. I think I met this girl. Actually, it was sort of like the same time on Instagram and a Facebook group, Dying to Knit. I think I met Cheryl from Hypnotic Yarn on there. Now, remember, she was the dyer of the yarns that Not Your Average Knits wove our scarves.
Yes.
Same dyer. Okay. So she has this thing called, I think it's called a yarn box. You guys seen it?
I think I have seen that.
I got one. Thank you, Cheryl. Let me show you what it's in. Cutest. Yarnable, excuse me.
Yarnable?
Yarnable. Yarnable. Yarnable.
Okay. Oh, the grocery girls just showed this on their podcast.
Did they?
Yes.
So and the yarn is.
That colorway is gorgeous.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh, look at that. That's fingering weight?
This is fingering, I think, yes. Plush sock, 85.15, 437 yards in 100 grams. It's called New England.
It's beautiful.
How gorgeous is it? She is a stunning dyer. Hypnotic yarn. So beautiful. And then there was a little ball sack. And everyone should have at least one.
Right.
That is. Okay. And then there's these cute little, well, this had like a little card, a little scratch off. So it reveals the discount on your next purchase.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
How cute is that,
She's
right?
so smart.
And then and it had a couple little candies, but also these, these little things that you can, extra yarn. You can wind off like 10 grams or 20 grams if you want to like keep them for your blanket, for sticking your little bucket for your scrappy blanket or scrappy socks.
Or trade them for minis or something.
Or trade them for minis. So it says...
What a cute thing.
Yep, you can scan your code. It has your monthly yarn fix. So I guess you can sign up for different... You can go once a month or whatever, but it's called Yarnable. Isn't that the cutest?
Yes.
Thank you, Sherry.
Very cute.
That's beautiful. I can't wait to see what I could do with that. And other than some Christmas secret knitting I'm doing,
you want to see some sock yarn I bought from Julie?
From Julie?
I had to go to her shop because she had these cute little kits for these little ornament things that I had to buy. And when I was there, I was like, well, I'm going to pick up some sock yarn because she is the sock yarn queen, the yarn tart. And she has her store where she carries, over in England, all these different kinds of British yarns. And so I got some opal, and it had been, I don't know that I've ever knit with opal. And I can't find the ball band, of course. But these are the socks, and I'm making them for Luke. Look at how long they are. That's the foot. And I'm doing another 2x6 rib.
Yeah.
And then I have the slip stitches on the back of the heel.
Oh.
A fish lips kiss heel.
So, okay. So everybody can have an idea if they want to try it. You do slip stitches for a regular pair of socks, an inch, half an inch?
Yeah, about an inch, 3/4 of an inch to an inch.
Right before you put in the heel.
Well, if I'm doing a toe up, it's right after I did the heel.
Well, but either way. But I'm saying it puts up right up against the heel stitches.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yep. So I have those on the needles, and he doesn't like them super high. So I have, 2 little balls that I'm working from because I split the yarn. And this is just my easy waiting for something knitting, or evening knitting if I'm too tired and I just want to knit. So I have those.
Let's talk about too tired. I know everybody's probably wondering how your new job is going after 25 years with the same company, flying the coop and doing something totally different and exciting. And she was jet-setted up north for the day for an hour meeting. That's how important it is.
I had to fly up to San Jose. I'm loving the new job. It's really interesting. I'm working on a lot of different kinds of projects. I think I'm going to be starting to get involved in helping to manage the Department of Public Works of Guam. And so I'm going to have to fly to Guam, I think. Believe it or not. You know where Guam is?
Like somewhere not close.
Somewhere not close. Yes. So San Diego is here. Let me try and do it backwards. San Diego is here. Australia is here.
Okay.
Hawaii is like a third of the way. And Guam is another 2 distances beyond that. So it's like between Japan and Australia, out in the middle of the ocean. It's this tiny little island in the middle of the ocean.
And what kind of problems do they have that they possibly could need you there for?
They have roadway projects that need drainage design.
They
And
need
so,
curbs. Do they need curbs? Because that was one of the first things you ever did after when you were in Berkeley. You designed a curb, and we're very proud. Did you have to go back to that?
yeah, it's mostly, it's all kinds of things. But this is like helping them manage the Department of Public Works program. So they have multiple public works projects, they have multiple consultants that are doing the design. So I'm not necessarily doing the design, but I'm helping them to manage the consultants. What's that?
You're trying to make sure they don't fight. You're the babysitter of them all.
No, it's just I don't know. I've never really done like big program management like this, so I'm starting to get into the idea. But you're really just making sure that they're not missing any major issues when you're doing the design. They're not.
I think you're going because it's in the southern hemisphere, right? So it'll be the opposite season.
I think
Yes?
it's hot there all the time. I think they're so
Okay.
close to the equator,
Bathing
it's just hot. Yeah.
Okay. So when do you think you're going? You don't know.
Probably I will need to go there at least one time between now and the end of the year.
And certainly they need people to look at ergonomics of things, don't they? Because I can help with ergonomic issues.
Well, the crazy thing is, obviously, they need to put me up somewhere. So I told James, I said, if you want to buy a ticket, you can go with me and you can go check it out and go golfing and go to snorkeling. And
They have golfing on Guam?
yeah, I'm sure they do. They have a big Navy, a big
Air Force
military base there. Yeah. So anyway, it's kind of cool to think that.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's very different. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm not missing my old job at all.
Are they missing you? Are they emailing you anymore?
I'm not even connected to my email anymore.
They've moved on? You've been replaced?
I don't think they had a choice. I think they just had to suck it up and jump in and take care of it.
Nobody's called you personally and said, take me with you?
No, not yet.
You've only been gone a month or so. Give it time.
I've had one client who's really having a hard time with me being gone, and she's called me a couple times, but I'm happy to talk to her. I don't mind doing that. Any way I can help, I don't mind. But yeah, so it's been really good. It's been really good. It's a big blessing. Mom even said, it's so nice to hear that you're designing again and you're knitting and you're...
Oh my gosh, what? Self-care?
I know.
What's that?
It was bad. It was bad for the last couple years. I was barely keeping it together. So it's a lot better now. I'm really happy.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're enjoying your new job.
Should I show my soldotna crop?
Maybe you should, since it's done and you...
It's not done.
Well, you steeked it. At least it's cut in half.
It's cut in half, and half of the front button band is on, but the other half, I haven't picked up the stitches yet. I've just been putting it off.
It's not blocked or anything.
No, and it doesn't have sleeves yet. But you can kind of tell what it's going to look like.
So cute. So yours is fingering weight.
Yeah.
Which was a change.
Mine is fingering weight. There's the blue of the...
Looks so cute, Debbie.
Let's see. It's not attached to anything, I don't think. Let me put it on over top of this and see.
It's perfect the way it is. Just leave it. Oh, it's so cute. Debbie, why don't you get that finished? And you cast on something new, and that's so close to being done.
I know. It's terrible. Well, I haven't picked up stitches on this side because it's really dark yarn, and I need really good light to do it. And so...
In California, it's light there all the time.
I know, but not in the evening. And now this weekend is almost over. I should do it today before it gets too dark.
Just like I posted, or I saw, I saw it on Instagram and posted on Facebook. A sign that said, "Be stronger than your strongest excuse." Debbie.
Yes.
So, she had to start another VBAC tee, but she couldn't finish that gorgeous thing that she could be wearing right now.
I know.
Have a little discipline, like Mother says. Have a little discipline. Discipline.
Okay, already. Isn't it
Oh my
beautiful?
God, Debbie, so pretty. Now this is the second go. Remember, you did almost the whole yoke and then ripped it out, right? Change your color combination. Is that what it was?
Yes, this lighter color, I had originally used orange and it just didn't go.
That arrow is a very prominent part of this project.
Yeah.
And people use a totally different color just for the arrow, not even in the color scheme, like Susan B. Anderson.
Red.
Gorgeous
Yeah.
red arrow. Talk about a pop. That would be a really cool pop, but that is beautiful, Debbie.
And I didn't do any of the color work in the body because I just figured it would probably get lost and I just wanted to zip through it.
And it's pretty, the variegation is plenty enough.
Yes, and this is Honey Girl Farms and I love her yarn. She does such a beautiful job. Let me see if I can find one of her cards.
I've tried her yarn out before.
Let me see. I'm going to grab one of these. She's been at all the stitches that I've been to.
Yep. She's out in the circuit, isn't she?
Yeah, definitely. And she's so sweet. This was one of her Outlander colorways. Brianna McKenzie, it was called. I don't watch Outlander. So anyway, so I have to finish that. Now that I've got these colors on for my V-back tee, maybe I'll pick this back up and get it finished.
No, you
Because
won't.
I've just been obsessed with this thing.
No, I can see why.
Isn't that beautiful?
Just like I knit that Ripple crop top back to back. I never knit things twice, and I did that thing twice.
I know. And then also what I wanted to show also what I got from Julie's. I bought some of this Mondim yarn.
Yes, I've seen that around.
And I was just curious because they say it's a really good hard wearing sock yarn. And I thought that was a pretty kind of neutral pink. And it's almost like a Christmas peppermint.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's striped. It's got pink, gray, speckled black, and blue. So I don't know. I thought I was going to just try that out. They figured they'd be comfy hard wearing socks. Oh, and I also wanted to show when I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for this, I was also looking for other patterns that had V-neck. And, you know, the nice thing about this pattern is the way it's constructed, your colors actually, you know, make a V.
Yes.
And if you, other V-neck, if they're constructed from the bottom up and then you split the shoulders, your knitting is horizontal. So your stripes would be horizontal instead of being in a V. Another pattern that is knit like this is the Camaro by Tanis Fiber Arts. I don't know if you've seen that sweater. That's another really cool sweater, but that's I think that's using DK. It's either DK or worsted. So I don't think I'd want to have to do the modification. So what I was thinking is if I want to do this sweater again after this one even, and make a long sleeve, I would need more than 3 skeins, and I might want to do like a color blocked, kind of like the Camaro sweater. And I pulled out all my Wool Barn yarns.
Oh, that would be beautiful for color blocking.
Wouldn't that be pretty?
Yes.
And these are her cashmere sock yarns. I accumulated these over some period of time. I didn't buy them all at once. But aren't they pretty?
Yes, they're pretty.
So I was doing a little bit of dream knitting. That'd be pretty in a sweater, don't you think?
Yes. Love it. Love it. Yes, I was thinking, I already went over to Knit Picks because, you know, I made this huge knitted blanket for Levi. When he graduated from high school, of course, I didn't do any of that for Jared. But Jared is going to be graduating in December of 2020, so almost a year and a couple months from now. And I thought, well, if I get started now, I can probably, I mean, certainly could get a blanket done for him. He likes all the boring color, like beige and blue and gray and brown. What am I able to get through? It was hard enough to do Levi's with black and gold and grays. I do another one that's got all the. So
You're gonna have to put on rainbow glasses so that
I do. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. Pretend it's hot pink and teal and green and pops of neon. But I guess if it's those colors, I guess it can go in any room. And Mom even said, well, is there maybe one color you can put a pop? I said, yeah, I'll pick a neon yellow and it'll kill me. But I was thinking, I don't know if I want to do stripes, like long strips of stripes like I did Levi's blanket. I think I'm going to figure out how many stitches, and I'm going to do not a mitered square block, but square blocks.
do you remember Mina had a blanket square that was like triangles or something like that?
It was a pinwheel or something. But I think I'm going to do square, because you know me. Everyone's thinking, Amy is not going to be able to do 50 squares. But they don't all have to be the same. I can stripe some. And I can stripe some. Because they have to end up being all the same in the end. So maybe if I stripe some.
Amy.
Put them some. I'm going on Pinterest and I'm looking at different things. I'm making a board of things. I just don't want to get bored with all the boring colors. So if I make it interesting with the boring colors in striping patterns and garter ridges with stockinette and things like that.
Well, the hardest thing about having all those different kinds of stitch patterns is the blocks end up being different sizes and different gauges.
I know. That's why I said stripe some and maybe stripe some, and then maybe I can stripe some.
So if you just do a garter square, is that what you're talking about? Like a washcloth?
Hold on a minute. Don't make
I know how much you love making washcloths.
Don't even say the word.
Maybe you should stay away from squares because they might remind you of those washcloths.
Maybe you should stay away from squares. No, but then you have like, okay, how do I put it all together?
Nana's not going to make you a bunch of square. Well, she would.
I know she
don't make her do that.
I asked her to do that. Did I ask her to finish the blanket for Levi? No, I did not. Now these are mitered squares.
You know what that looks like? That looks like that box sweet sweater that we had so much fun knitting.
Oh my God, don't say that. Okay, hold on. Let me find a picture. Okay, now
Don't get in over your head, Amy.
Me? Get in over my head? Come on, people.
I'm not finishing this blanket for you. You know, you should crochet it. It'll go so much faster if you crochet it. You could do a corner to corner. You could do a corner to corner granny stripe and just pick up the different colors and go as you want. And it'll go so much faster, Amy, I'm telling you, than knitting garter. Garter squishes the yarn and makes it shorter. If it was all stockinette, it would go a lot. But imagine, now you might spend quite a bit of money on yarn because crocheting eats up a lot of yarn. But if you make it an open, lacy, more of a lacy pattern, and you did a corner to corner, you could just have color blocks, or you could do thin stripes amongst peace.
I've got 14 months to figure it out. Maybe that's why I did the garter stripe blanket for Levi, because it was mindless and I just had to decide what color to do next.
Yeah, I'm telling you, crochet goes so much faster. And with a big hook and a big yarn, it's going to grow like you're not even going to believe. It goes a lot faster than knitting.
I know. And these are the colors I was thinking. I tried to send them to Mom, but she couldn't get them, and she was having trouble with her.
I helped her figure it out.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You see the colors at all?
Yes, I can see them. Brown, tan, blue, and blue.
Yeah, but there's also like a cream and a gray, and so I haven't bought anything yet.
You're smart to go with a knit picks that you can, when you need more of a color, you just order more.
$9 a hank for 100 yards.
Yeah.
100 grams. That's I mean, it's still going to be a couple $100 blanket by the time you get done. I also like the one that it goes like this and goes like this and goes like this and goes around, 10 stitch blanket, I think it's called.
Is that knit or crochet?
It's knit.
You need to go on Ravelry and turn on the button for both knit and crochet.
Oh.
And go in there and do blankets and just scroll and see what catches your eye. I'm telling you, Amy, if I were you, I'd do crochet. Do you think he wants it specifically knit, or he doesn't care?
I don't think he doesn't. I don't think he cares. I've already crocheted them lap blankets. I don't know if he still has it. But anyway, if anybody has any bright ideas, people that know me and know that I get bored to absolute death
with squares, you should knit a square blanket.
I knit a square blanket with stripes with boring colors.
But it will be for a good cause, and you will love stitching every stitch because you know he will love it and appreciate it as much as the other one did.
Yes, but if I'm still working on it while I'm standing on the bridge waiting to jump off because it's about ready to make me do that.
Well, you intersperse it amongst other things.
And I really did. I did Levi's in less than 2 months. I mean, I just got down to it, and that's all I knit on, like constant.
Yeah.
It was fun. So I got to see Levi this morning for the first time in 2 months. He had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So what did he do? He drove 9 hours from Arkansas all the way to Clemson, where his girlfriend is.
Mm-hmm.
Spent the whole weekend up there, went to the Clemson games, hung out with his grandparents, and on his way through back to Arkansas, stopped off to see his mother for a meal. Why do I think I need to compare myself to a girlfriend in the priority of things?
He'll come back around.
Girlfriends.
He'll come back
but
around.
On the way between Clemson and Commerce, he calls me. He says, I think I may have sort of like an emergency. I'm thinking, yes, son, what is it? He says, all the gauges on my truck stopped working. I said, what? He says, oh, I'm driving fine. But all of the gauges, the speedometer, all the gauges went, ooh. It's like you're flying a plane and all the gauges stop. You're like, should I keep on flying? Should I park it somewhere? I told him, don't stop. Don't turn off the truck.
Yeah.
So instead of meeting us at the Cracker Barrel, thank God Ronnie wasn't gone yet.
Thank God for Ronnie.
Thank God for Ronnie. He says, bring it here because if it dumps, we can give him an extra car to go back. At least we don't have to tow it anywhere. It'll be in the front yard.
Yeah.
Well, Ronnie put his little gauges and his little thingies and his little brain. He got it all figured out. Well, it's the alternator. So what does Ronnie do? He runs out at 9 o'clock to get an alternator, comes back, puts it on. So he's off now. Off Arkansas. Anyway.
Okay, well, I got to get running over to this surf team garage sale. I have to make sure I make an appearance.
Are you going to wear your V-back tee?
No, I don't want to get too hot. I'm just going to throw a t-shirt on.
Okay. Okay, so everybody, #BBAGCLUB, get on the stick and be part of the Cool Kids Club.
That's right.
Bags by Awesome Granny. I'm going to message this girl because she's smart.
She is on it. Okay. We'll talk soon.
We'll talk soon.
Love you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.